Hey everyone, my name is Jadesola Esan, NYC Associate at Alem Solicitors, New Bodija, Ibadan. Today, I'll be talking about adoption in Nigeria. According to Black's Law Dictionary, adoption is the statutory process of terminating the legal relationship, rights and duties of a child towards the natural or birth parent and substituting same with similar rights and duties towards the adoptive parents. The principal regulation governing adoption in Nigeria is the Child's Rights Act of 2003 and the adoption laws of the different states of the federation. In Nigeria today, people opt for adoption for a number of reasons, one of which is infertility. For the ease of understanding, I'll be dividing this lecture into 5 sections, addressing different topics or questions such as who can be adopted in Nigeria? Who are the persons that can adopt a child in Nigeria? What are the types of adoption that we have in Nigeria? What are the procedures to follow to obtain an adoption order in Nigeria? And finally, what is the difference between adoption and legal guardianship of children in Nigeria? According to the Child's Rights Act of 2003, only a juvenile can be adopted in Nigeria. The question now is, who is a juvenile? In states like Edo and Delta states, a juvenile is a person who is 18 years or below, while in states like Lagos, a juvenile is a person below the age of 17. In Nigeria, either a married couple or a single applicant or a single person can apply for the adoption of a child. The criteria are, however, different. In the case of a married applicant, he or she must be at least 25 years old and must be at least 21 years older than the child to be adopted. A married applicant can adopt either a male or a female child. In the case of a single applicant, however, he or she must be at least 35 years old and can only adopt a child of the same sex. This means a male applicant can only adopt a male child, while a female applicant can only adopt a female child. There are certain criteria that must be fulfilled by both married couples and single persons when applying for the adoption of a child. Both of them must be of unquestionable character and they must have proven to be financially capable of taking care of the child to be adopted. In Nigeria today, there are two types of adoption, adoption by transfer and adoption through the state. In the case of adoption by transfer, the couple or intending applicant has a child in mind which they want to adopt. In the case of adoption by the state, however, it is the state that supplies the child to be adopted. What are the steps to follow in obtaining an adoption order in Nigeria? The first is to file an application at the Child Welfare Department of the Ministry of Women Affairs, Youth and Sport, or whatever name the ministry is called in the state where the adoption order is being processed. The application is accompanied by a number of documents, such as mode of application of the applicant, birth certificate of the applicant, marriage certificate in the case of a married applicant, at least 2 passport photographs, evidence of standard of living, which can be proved by bank statement of account of the applicant for at least 6 months. Once this application is filed at the Child Welfare Department alongside the necessary documents, the Ministry of Women Affairs, Youth and Sports checks the application and the accompanying documents. Once it is satisfied that all the necessary conditions have been met, this application alongside the documents is then forwarded to the High Court. At the court, the judge would consider the application and the accompanying documents. Once it is satisfied, it appoints a guardian ad litem. A guardian ad litem, most often than not, is a welfare officer. The principal function of the guardian ad litem is to ensure that the interest of the child is the priority in the adoption order. He investigates into the suitability and capability of the adoptive parents to take care of the child. It is important to note that a child to be adopted must be kept in the temporary custody of the adoptive parents for at least 3 consecutive months preceding the final adoption order. Once the court has obtained the report from the guardian ad litem and is satisfied with the report, a final adoption order is granted. It is important to note at this point that the court reserves the right to revoke an adoption order even after the final adoption order has been granted. This occurs in instances where it can be proved that the child that has been adopted has been abandoned or neglected by the adoptive parents. An adoption order can also be revoked in instances where there are evidence showing that an adopted child is being assaulted, maltreated, or abused by the adoptive parents. At this point, it is important to note the difference between adoption and legal guardianship of children in Nigeria. Guardianship involves placing a child in the custody of an adult who sees to the general welfare of the child. Unlike adoption, it does not terminate the legal relationship between the birth parent or natural parent of the child and the child in question. For more information about adoption in Nigeria, please visit our website www.alemsolicitors.com or visit our LinkedIn page. I hope you have learned a lot. Thank you.